Welcome to the Bothell City Council meeting of June 5th, 2018. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Liam's not here. Councilmember Olson, did anybody hear from him? Did you? He's probably stuck on the bus. We'll just say he's excused for now. Everybody else is here. Review of the projected meeting agenda approval. I do want to change one thing. We have a pretty lengthy executive session scheduled early on in the meeting, so I'd like to move the visitor comment up before the executive session, just in case somebody's here, so they don't have to wait an hour to give their public comment. Everybody okay with that? Okay. Any other changes to tonight's agenda?
Yes.
Councilmember McAuliffe, sorry. I have a hard time with names.
I just wanted to note that on the minutes, I wanted to pull the minutes so I could respond to a correction.
Okay.
Okay, so on the minutes, it shows that.
So we'll do that at that time in the meeting?
I don't know how to do that, so.
Okay, yeah, well, it'll be noted, so when we get to the consent agenda,
Perfect.
that'll be pulled, and then we'll bring it up.
Perfect.
And there's Councilmember Olson. So we're all here and counted for. Okay, is there any other changes to tonight's meeting agenda except pulling? Which minutes were they? Oh, there's just 1 minute, set of minutes. I don't have the AB in front of me, but you got that, Deputy? I'll be leaving, by the way, you guys, after executive session tonight. I have another engagement I need to get to. All right, is there anything on the projected agenda? Seeing none. Review of public engagement. Oh, there's a lot of words. Okay, so discount program for low-income seniors. Find out if you qualify for a 25% discount on your utilities. Join us at the North Shore Senior Center on Tuesday, June 12th from 1 to 3 p.m. and meet city staff who will be available with applications and information. Those applications are available otherwise, though, right? And this is just a open house? Okay. Artist Jeff Olson's work will be on display at City Hall now through July 20th. Visit the gallery space on the main floor presented by the Bothell Arts Commission. Next is City Hall Open House Wednesday, June 20th, 5:30 to 7 p.m. Rooms 107, 108. Find out about city services, job openings, and potential projects to improve your city, including parks, streets, and sidewalks and utilities. See staff responses to public suggestions for projects and review the staff proposed draft 2019-2025 capital facilities plan. And the last one is the city is seeking applications for our Shorelines Board. The board advises the City Council on proposed amendments to the Bothell Shoreline Management Program, which governs development next to the Sammamish River and North Creek. Visit our website for the application and more information. The deadline to apply is June 30th. Then we have that, and then we have a couple special presentations. The first one is UW Bothell recognition, and I'm going to go ahead and go down to the podium to give this. Okay, this is a certificate to recognize the University of Washington Bothell. Whereas investment in a college education provides valuable benefit to individuals and the community, and whereas the University of Washington, Bothell, was ranked by a Seattle-based pay scale incorporated as the Washington University with the best return on investment, and whereas Pay Scale Incorporated found that in-state graduates of UW Bothell earned an average of $609,000 more in 20 years compared to high school graduates. And whereas the City of Bothell is proud to be home of the University of Washington Bothell and to partner in numerous educational and outreach projects. Now, therefore, I, Andrew Rayam, the Mayor of the City of Bothell, do hereby recognize the noteworthy educational and economic benefits provided to our community by the University of Washington Bothell, and I'm also a graduate. There you go. And thank you guys for coming out. Do you want to say a few things? You always have something to say. Come on. No? Oh, jeez.
Well, thank you so much for this recognition, and I'm delighted to be represented on behalf of all of these people and the 10,000 people that are on our campus. It's such a pleasure to be in this city and all the support that you give us, and just thank you so much.
Do you want to do a picture real quick?
Let's do it.
Okay. In front of the council. So you guys are good. Okay, next we have a check presentation from the Bothell Parks Foundation, and we have John Jacobs. You're here? Okay, I'll just meet you down there. Come on back. All right, now come on. You're not doing the concert series, too. Oh, you is back there next to the time. So did you want me to talk? Yeah, go ahead.
So on behalf of the Bothell Parks Foundation, we are proud to present this check that's from the Safeway Foundation and the Albertsons Companies that supports the Just Kidding Around concert series, the concerts in the park that are scheduled for Wednesdays this July and August. Encourage people to get out and enjoy that. The Bothell Parks Foundation is about 1 year old. We're a nonprofit, volunteer-based organization based right here in the city, with the goal to expand and enhance and preserve the outdoor recreation space through community involvement, engagement, and sponsorship and donation. So we encourage everybody to check us out at bothellparks.org. Always looking for volunteers and feedback and projects to work with the city and the members. So we appreciate the Interim Parks Director, Tracy, her cooperation as of so far. We're working on an MOU with the city so we can continue to expand and hopefully apply grants like this and other donations to the Parks and Rec community inside Bothell. So, with pleasure.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You want to give me this for the...
Oh yeah, here, we'll do this. We debated actually a comical size check, but just decided in our frugal nature this would be better. So,
Right. Something like that? All right.
all right, thanks so much.
Just for the record, this is a real check, not like the ones that the county gives us. It's a real one. So I don't know who should have this. Word. Oh, Tammy's not here. All right, city manager, take it. Okay, next on the agenda is the public comment period. And each person addressing the council will give it his or her name in an audible tone of voice for the record, and unless the council grants further time, shall limit the address to 3 minutes. No person other than the council and the person having the floor will be permitted to enter into any discussion, either directly or through a member of the council without the permission of the mayor. And I have no sign-up sheets. Is anybody interested in providing public comment tonight? Oh, there we go. Go ahead and come up and give your name for the record.
Hello, my name is George Ahern, and I've been a business owner here in Bothell for 16 years, and as well as an owner of real estate on Main Street. And I understand the council is here to review the height limit restrictions on Main Street. And several years ago, when the vision of the downtown Bothell was being created, I was asked by the city to, would I put my name behind it and put my seal of approval and a quotation in the paper. And sure enough, I was quoted in the paper saying, I'd love to see this vision become a reality. And I just feel that issues of height restriction and whatnot take time for people to look at, years, if not a decade or so, to look at, as well as when the current restrictions were put into place, there were, people made real estate transactions, real estate changes, and definitely a lot of things were taking place at that time. Looking at what the new restrictions for the height limit were, and I understand that there's request to reduce those restrictions, and I would just say to actually let the vision become reality, not reduce those restrictions. If you want to look at setbacks and increase the setbacks, that sort of thing, I think that it would not be fortuitous as a city to change policy so quickly with things like height restrictions, because I don't believe that people can make, how should I say, I don't think that people can make a good vested interest in the city and developing the city. People like myself, I wish to put additional housing for lower income families on my piece of property, and it would be difficult to do such. I'd have to maximize the dollar amount retained with a lower height restriction, and people who are truly vested in Bothell, who truly wish to see Main Street, the downtown corridor, live to its full potential, it would be difficult to make that happen with a lower restriction. Currently, if you're not aware, the height restriction is 6 stories and 77 feet with a retraction, I believe, every 10 feet after the 3rd story. And I think what's being discussed is for 4 stories. And I would just urge you to let what the city council years ago, I know there's lots of things that we would like to look in the rearview mirror and in hindsight, but let what the city council years ago put into place actually see through. Thank you.
Thank you. Just real quick, it's the June 12th meeting that we're going to have a study session on that. Okay. So it's not tonight, just so you know.
I'm aware of that. I just wanted to get ahead of the game.
Yeah,
Thank you.
understood.
I'll be
Right.
there June 12th.
Right. Is there anybody else that would like to provide public comment? Seeing none, we are going to go into a really long executive session pursuant to RCW 4230-110-1I, which is a potential litigation matter, and says 45 minutes. Is that about what we think still? Okay. So we'll be back here at the dais at 7 p.m.